Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to the Clone Wars. So today we are going into the final arc of this season. I'm very excited to see what's in store. So this is actually the first reaction that I am filming after my break. It's not obviously the first reaction going out after my break. But as some of you probably know, the ones that watch the intros and everything, the last story arc was literally the last thing I filmed before my break, the last two episodes of that story arc. And it was good, don't count. I mean, it was really, really good. I'm actually curious as to how they might top it with this one. I don't know, because that kind of gave me finale vibes, because it was just very epic. So but also I lost a beloved character that I felt like had a lot of potential to go forward, and so it's a little bittersweet, that story arc. I'm very interested to get into this one to see how they're actually going to wrap up this season, and yeah, let's get into it.
Look out! Incoming missiles!
No problem. Slight problem.
Oh god.
So,
R2!
Buzz George, how bad did you get hit? Nothing serious, just a small malfunction.
Master, come in.
Oh no.
Archer, what's going on?
Oh no.
Tip your wing. I'll see how bad it is.
Oh!
Oh, that's not good. Can you land the ship on that cliff ledge? I don't care if the landing zone is too short. Get that ship on the ground.
Oh! Graceful.
R2!
Oh my god! Okay, there he is. Oh, everything's great. Okay.
Very funny, R2.
Wasn't I flying? Where's my fighter? How did I get here?
Fighter crashed. I saved the day. You're welcome.
Aw.
Alright.
Important it is, Skywalker. Bombed the temple hangar someone has. Your assistance to fight the terrorist. We need.
Who could successfully bomb the Jedi Temple?
We have to look at the possibility that it could have been anyone in the temple, even a Jedi.
Oh!
If a Jedi, this is. Gone to the dark side. There.
Oh boy.
To great lengths they will go to keep from being caught.
Then I guess we'll have to go to even greater lengths to catch him.
Oh boy. Oh sure. Oh boy.
You and Ahsoka should begin the interviews.
I would rather interview the witnesses alone.
Oh.
Why?
Many of the wounded have heard rumors a Jedi was behind this explosion. There will be ill will toward you.
Oh,
I
interesting.
think you're over-exaggerating, Russo.
Have you seen him since the explosion?
No. Truthfully, I didn't see much of anything after the explosion.
Thank you.
Oh.
Nobody just disappears.
Unless it was well planned out.
Well, it had to be well planned out to get past Jedi.
I mean,
Talk to security.
exactly. So it was probably well planned out, I would think.
That is Jakar!
You know this man?
He is my husband. I've been trying to reach him since I heard of an explosion. Where is he? You have no idea where Jakar is.
No.
You're a Jedi and you cannot find him?
Oh.
I understand your
Shady.
frustration.
Don't.
Wow. Holy moly.
The witness says he saw Jakar in the area. Maybe Jakar planned to do this and just kept quiet.
Or
It actually was a Jedi.
That
I
would be
found
interesting.
something, and
That would be very
not to be
interesting.
here.
Russo, go through security footage. Try to see if Jakar went to other parts of the temple.
Well, are we sure? Okay.
Jakar was the foreman over all the gunships, bombs, and weapons. His
I was just gonna
specialty
ask, are we
was
sure it's
nano-weaponry.
him?
We've
But
got to find this guy.
There are whispers that the Senate will have a meeting to decide whether the military police will need to become involved in the investigation.
ooh,
They can't do that.
well,
Clones died in that explosion.
We have found Jakar.
Lock down all exits so we can't escape.
oh, okay.
I don't think now is a good time to joke.
This is all that remains of Jakar.
His hand?
The rest of him exploded
Because he was so close to the bomb?
because he was the bomb.
What?
What's this?
The
What?
creature we were looking for.
The nanodroids. How did they get in his bloodstream?
Well, this just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, jeez. It's very dark.
This is not the nicest place.
I would have thought working for the Jedi paid better.
Well, that might be an internal issue. I feel like this is a trap. I'm gonna go with trap. I'm gonna probably go with a trap. Yeah, let's get the fuck out. Girl, are you really trying to run?
Let me go!
Running means you know more than you're telling us.
Jakar is dead, and now you're trying to blame his murder on me!
Nobody ever said he was dead. Did you feed the nanodroids to Jakar?
That's
You will answer
insane.
me. Now!
Okay.
I did feed the nanodroids to Jakar.
You set up your own husband to die? Where you're going, you'll have plenty of time to explain everything.
Wow.
I think we can guess their motives easily enough. Public opinion is swaying against the Jedi. That is becoming clear. This war is becoming less and less popular every day it persists.
Well, yeah.
Master, I don't know how I would have felt if a Jedi was really behind this.
There are going to be Jedi who disappoint us, Ahsoka. But as long as we
Yes.
know there are good Jedi who fight for what's right,
Oh,
it makes it all worthwhile.
sure. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. Okay.
If Letta's guilty, she's guilty, and she should be dealt with.
Calm down, Ahsoka. Remember, revenge is not the Jedi way.
The evidence
Wow.
seems clear,
Yeah.
Ahsoka. Nothing will ever change.
The Chancellor feels very
Oh.
strongly that the
My
Jedi be
goodness.
removed from his
I hope Chancellor Palpatine knows what he's doing.
I assure you that he rarely does anything without a strategy.
Okay, well that's probably very true. Oh boy.
It's hard not to let feelings turn into attachment and pain.
Ahsoka, have you ever wondered if it was
Sure.
right to ignore your emotions?
Oh
My master
boy.
would say, our struggle as Jedi is to move past
Are we gonna get
them.
into this?
You make
Okay.
it sound so easy.
This woman's going to pay for what she did.
You shouldn't keep your master waiting.
Wow. Varys looks like she's good. She's
We've
going
uncovered
through
a
something.
separatist plan
She's
of
going
attack.
through it.
We shall travel to the
Which I
evidence
get
system here.
if she lost somebody close to
Then move
her.
across. Your presence is requested by prisoner Letta Tamong.
The prisoner from the hangar bombing?
Why is she asking for Ahsoka?
Commander Tano is the only person the prisoner will speak to.
I'll report back with whatever I find out.
Interesting. Oh my god, she sounds so. I'm gonna get the truth out of her. This is very crazy. Ooh. Music. I mean, ooh.
I was told if I ever needed help, you were the Jedi to contact.
Oh, it's a nice reputation to have. Not sure Ahsoka wants to help us out. It doesn't seem
You don't have
like
much
it.
time, Letta. So I suggest you get whatever you have to say off your chest.
A Jedi showed me how to create the bomb and how to put the nanodroids in.
Why would a Jedi
Oh, okay,
do
interesting.
this?
We're back
There
to
are
being
some
in
citizens of the
okay.
Republic.
Letta, you have to tell me who is behind this. It's... Lena!
Prisoner in death. Critical. Holding set. Find a box.
Oh my god!
Follow me.
Oh, this is getting interesting. So it is a Jedi. Interesting. Interesting. Oh my god, she died. She died. She
I
died.
don't know what happened.
You're under arrest.
No.
What?
I can't do this.
What did she do? What? What? I mean, I guess I get where you come to that assumption, but like, what? Oh my god. Oh, this is annoying.
There are recorders in every room. Curiously, the sound isn't working on this one. It seems the Jedi she was afraid of was you.
Ah!
Kill that woman.
I know that you were upset when this woman was taken into custody by the military.
That means nothing.
I beg to differ.
It was someone else, Admiral.
Oh
Someone
my God.
I didn't see.
Oh my
You
god.
know that it's very difficult for me to believe. And if there was someone else, why did you not sense them?
Oh my god. Ahsoka is just like the Mona Lisa. Getting framed!
Said,
This is ridiculous.
care what she's accused of. Let me in.
Uh-oh. You don't go. Ah! I'm sorry. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is getting bad.
Operation.
This is getting so bad. Okay. Alright. Oh boy, people.
Oh no. This does not look good. My lightsabers.
Oh, you were getting all sorts of framed.
What's
See,
going
would
on?
you look at that? Oh no, this is getting worse and worse and worse! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this is a mess. What do? Do you run? Or I mean, you're getting framed. You know you're getting framed, so like, what do you do? Oh boy.
Oh no.
I mean, understatement. Oh no. I mean, what? I mean, what?
Suspect is
What?
very close. You see the target, shoot to kill.
Relay that order, Commander
No,
Fox.
shoot to kill.
She's killed troopers. I know Commander Tano. She would never do something like this.
I know. Okay, thank you.
Dead.
Quiet.
Character witness over here, Rex,
Ahsoka.
being the best.
It's me. Stop running.
You can't help me, Master.
What do you do? What do you
Someone's
do?
setting me up.
What do you? I mean,
I believe
exactly.
you, Ahsoka.
Well, wait, she knows you probably
But
do.
no one else will.
Ah, Rex does. You got Rex. All right.
Keep searching until we find her.
I mean, she's quick. She'll get out of the situation. You know what I mean? Oh god, this is so annoying. And out of all the people to frame, you know what I mean?
Set weapons to stun. I want her alive.
Yes, let's not kill her.
Do not shoot to kill. Do not shoot to kill. Try to box her in. Don't let her escape.
Oh,
Tell me what you
Anakin.
see, oddball.
Oh! Wow! So impressive. Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh no! Whoa! This whole escape is nuts. Wait, she escaped
We have to prove you're innocent. The only way we can do that is by going back.
I don't know who to trust.
I will never let anyone hurt you, so never.
Oh.
But you need to come back and make your case to the council.
Anakin, you have to trust me now.
Ahsoka, I do trust you.
I know you do. Wish me luck.
Oh my god, my heart! Wow. Chills. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Ooh. They absolutely trust each there's a lot to say about this. It was interesting in the first episode, which I liked the idea that it was kind of like a mystery. We're trying to figure things out. And honestly, I do find the notion that it's a Jedi that did this or set all of this up or whatever. I found that to be really interesting, which I'll get into in a second. But, you know, I prefer that narrative because I think that that's more interesting to dive into. However, I would have been okay if they did try to go more into that. It could have been just a somebody that was just very unhappy with how Jedi are doing things. You know, we've seen little bits of that throughout the show of people not being very happy or protests, things like of that nature. And I think that that's would also be something very interesting to get into. And I was very interested in, and hopefully they would expand maybe even a little bit more onto, you know, the working situation within the Jedi Temple. And I mean, they talked about, you know, maybe it doesn't pay very well or whatever, but it takes a lot for you to get in, to pass all of these things, which, you know, makes sense. But, you know, I would have been fine if we focused on maybe that a little bit. So either way it would have gone, I would have found it to be kind of interesting to dive into why, the motive, and everything like that. You know, it being a Jedi that is a bit, well, we don't know exactly. I don't want to dive too much into that, but what I do want to discuss and what I find interesting to dive into, and, you know, I make jokes all the time, and jokes and very serious concerns that, you know, these Jedi need a therapist. They need a therapist. I think it's just something that I've talked about a lot is the fact that, you know, all Jedi deal with things very differently. And, you know, I think it was Anakin who said in this, and forgive me if I'm getting that wrong, I believe it was him, where he was kind of just like, yeah, there's a few Jedi that, you know, are against us being such a big part of this war and, you know, things of that nature. And I was like, well, yeah, everybody's different. You can't just think that every single Jedi is going to think and feel the exact same way, which is why I, you know, have always sort of tried to focus on the differences between certain Jedi and how they cope with things, and that having just a regular rule about how you cope with things is probably not the best route, and that everybody needs to deal with things maybe differently. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be rules or anything like that, but I think a therapist would help. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I really do think it would. Now, that was just a tangent that may have absolutely nothing to do with the motives of whoever's behind, you know, whatever. But I just felt the need to say it because it seems like they're saying, you know, it was a Jedi that put Letta, I believe that's her name, up to it, and I assume who force choked her, framing Ahsoka, and it's going to be interesting. I hope that they go into the kind of why and the motive and what's going on with all of that. I find that all very fascinating to dive into. It's also, I gotta say, this is really interesting in regards to Anakin's character, but, you know, more so Ahsoka's character. Anakin just wants to help, and what's really interesting is I don't know what I was rooting for Ahsoka to do at the end of this last episode. You know, I don't know. I mean, somebody is going out of their way to frame not just that she killed the prisoner, but just, you know, killing clones and all of this stuff, and then that just, you know, it's just, there's a lot going on, and you know, part of me, I do sort of, I don't know, it's really hard to, you know, I think that there are plenty of people that would trust Ahsoka and what she says, but is it up to those people? You know what I mean? Like, I totally get what Anakin is saying, that, you know, come back with me, try to face this, and we'll prove your innocence. Like, I promise that we will, but I totally understand where she's coming from, where she doesn't know who she can trust other than, like, Anakin and maybe a handful of other people. You know, I think that that's valid as well. And the thing is, you know, what a person to frame, right? I mean, out of all of the people, it would be easier. Now, I don't know the motives. Maybe this person really has a chip on their shoulder against Ahsoka for some reason. I don't know. No, I'm not going to try to, like, look back into my memories of past stories or anything like that. But, so maybe that is a thing. However, it's also, like, it would be easier to frame probably almost any other Jedi. Right? I mean, maybe not almost any, but I feel like now I know not everybody has worked with her. She is absolutely, you know, she's a Padawan, and so there's only maybe a few people who have actually, but the people who have worked with her, if we got character witnesses on the stand, you know what I mean? You could line up Rex, line up Obi, line up, you know, whatever. Line them up. But she is so, not just always trying to do the right thing and, you know, morally intact in that way, but just, she's just so faithful to the Jedi. It's just, I think personally, it's a tough sell. That it would be, but I understand why she's, like, skeptical that it's going to go her way or anything like that. Like, I totally get it. So I'm not saying that I'm against her running, because I don't know. It doesn't look good. This person went out of their way, really planned this shit out, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So I totally get why she's running. But I did want to make the point of, like, what a person to choose, you know. I think you could make more of a case of, like, Anakin that, you know. And I have a logistical question, and sometimes I have to do this because I don't want to say something that's, like, really stupid or just, like, logistically not correct. Do we know that Ahsoka even has, forgive me if this is stupid, the ability to force choke? The only reason that I say that, and I'm sure every Jedi, like, they have the ability, it seems like, again, this could be really stupid. I don't know. It seems like, you know, much like when they're younglings and they have to figure out, like, stuff with their lightsabers, and it's something that you need to train certain ways in the Force, right? Like, it's something that you have to train. The mind stuff, that you have to, whatever. And Force choking is not, like, something that people are really trying to do that often. You know, so do we even know that she has that? It could be stupid. Maybe it's like, of course she has that ability. I'm literally asking if, like, that logistical question, that, like, wouldn't that be, like, interesting if that gets brought up, like, in trial of, like, does she even have this ability, you know? But I guess nobody can really know but her, right? Like, I mean, Anakin could probably say, well, she's never done it before. Has she? No, she hasn't. You guys will let me know. That's just a logistical question that that I was kind of thinking when that scene was playing out, and I was like, could she even force Joe? But maybe, I don't think so. I remember when the whole Obi-Wan being dead story, that like her, but I don't think she did anything. Her and Anakin were like real intense. But yeah. I'm just curious about that in general. If it's something you do have to train in and like get better at, you know, I assume. Maybe not. I don't know. Because I guess you can move objects. So like it can't be that hard to figure out how to, like, right? I don't know. The random musings of Saska about Star Wars logistics. So let me know. Great 2 episodes. Interesting. I kind of hope that we're going to dive a little bit into if this is a Jedi, what the grievances are, what the and how things are being run, and also focusing on Ahsoka's, because what's really interesting is, you know, I mean, as we've even seen in like this story, it's very, you know, she's very like, who could do this, who would dare, who would, you know, whatever, which is fine and true and sure. But she has this unwavering loyalty, and now now she's on the run. And what's that going to do to her? So I think there's a couple of things that I would love for them to dive into. I know there's only like 2 episodes left in this arc, in this season, but that would be something really interesting to dive into. So I'm excited to watch the next 2. Yeah, I think that is about it. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.